Fuck, dude, I was gonna turn the video on first and then like talk and be like smoke weed and shit, but I forgot, and then I started smoking weed. Check it out. Smoking weed, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, here, hang on. Let me get the rest of this. Ooh, what I just did was I just put some of this syringe in here, but very little. I originally bought this to put under my tongue to use as an edible. Here, let me start talking. Do this right. Oh shit, battery's about to die. Okay. Okay, hi. I'm doing a vlog because I vlogged my name. I mean, I Googled, I YouTubed my name on YouTube. And, because I do that every once in a while, see if somebody does a video about me. And lo and behold, Buiko and like Rusanen did. And Buiko's like, gave a pretty good argument about why I should upload a video. So yeah, I should here's my video upload, because Buiko asked for it. Giving update, because I did notice that the last one that I did had 1,200 hits. So, yeah, so let me talk about the weed. So because I haven't done an update since they legalized weed. This thing has 1,000 milligrams of THC, and it was $30 over at Terrapin Station. So the idea is that you put this under your tongue, and you don't have to smoke weed. And yeah, and I'll talk about that later. I'm really high right now, so if I can't talk that clearly, that's why. But 1,000 milligrams of THC is a lot, dude. Like, I had a cookie this summer. Cookies have 100 milligrams of THC. I had a whole cookie and I thought I was gonna die. I was so freaking high. So then next time I had a cookie, I had a quarter cookie, and I got way high for like 6 hours. So that was 25 milligrams. A cookie is 100 milligrams. This is 1,000. So anyways, if you put a little bit of Giz Goober, you can smoke it too. Because I found that you want to smoke too. Because like I smoke weed for a zillion different reasons, but one of the reasons I smoke weed is is to decompress, because I work all day and I work constantly, like really fast, cutting, pasting, da, 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 da. And when you do it really fast, it can kind of like build up the pressure, and you just kind of have to take a breather. And sometimes, doing something helps you take a breather better than just kind of sitting there, So, smoking high, getting high, like taking a hit and just being like, whee, kind of like a roller coaster, whee, ah, okay, and then you get back to work. If you're doing edibles all the time, it's different. Like, you can be high all the time, but it's not as fun. You don't have that, benefit of that peak. So, when I start like writing, I want to use the hash under my tongue for that, and just not smoke anymore. Yeah, I can't smoke at all if I'm going to be exercising. And I also got this stuff, dewdrops, for like $30, but it only has like 100 milligrams of THC in the whole thing. So this has 10 times the THC for the same price. I just got this because it tastes good, and I just wanted to experiment a little bit. And I didn't know it was going to be so weak, but yeah, ever since weed legalized, I've been high off of my ass. So let me back up a little bit and do vlog update of what I've been up to since the last time I did a vlog update. I think the last time I did a vlog update was the 16th of January, and today we're about, the 19th of March, so that was like 2 months since I've done a vlog. And in January, it had been like a month and a half since I've done a vlog, so I haven't been vlogging in a long time. I haven't been vlogging because I have been too busy. I wanted to sacrifice a lot of other things that took up time. Even though YouTubing doesn't really take up much time at all, I don't know, I kind of included vlogging and reading comments in the same. Maybe I could upload vlogs a lot and then just not read comments, and that'll save time. But I also wanted to be in my own mind, completely in my own mind. And obviously if you're responding to comments, you're not in your own mind. It's like you're out there with the whole world. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. actually, a social experience of being a YouTube vlogger. And, you know, every time you upload a video, you get like, half dozen people commenting, and then you know, and maybe like a couple dozen like regular commenters, and then a couple hundred like regular viewers, and a few thousand people who are subscribed to me. And then just getting all those different input and of all the different ideas and stuff, and lots of different kinds of people. You just you feel you feel everybody's energy in you, and it's good. I like it. It's good energy, spicy energy. People are when people are anonymous, they're very aggressive and they're very confident, and they have a lot of life, and they're very original, and I like that. People are very strong in personalities when they're anonymous and commenting. So, but I wanted to be in my own mind, so I could so that I could experience time dilution better. I wanted to experience the fruition of my websites quickly, so it could be a enjoyable experience, kind of like sitting there and watching paint dry or grass grow or something like that. When I'm sitting there and I'm just working on a website all day, every day, that's all I'm doing. I can see it. I can see it develop, and I can see it grow as though I'm sitting there watching grass grow. You know, even though it's really time consuming, and nothing. And I will focus on making that website as good as I can, and so I won't cut any corners, and which makes makes stuff really tedious and time consuming and go on forever. But at the end product is a work of art, you know, like really good works of art. When you look at it and it's really beautiful to look at, there's a lot of trial and error involved in that. You know, you have a vision, and then but you can't see what your vision is until you actually paint it on there, and then you have to change it and change it and change it. So that's basically what I've been doing for like a couple months there with my audiobook page. I had to keep rebuilding it because I didn't know exactly how I wanted it to look. And it also has to be all put together perfectly due to the nature of how it's designed, which I'll explain later. So I had to keep rebuilding it, and just drug on forever. But I did develop a personal relationship with all 1,168 books that I have, these audiobooks that you can listen to for free. History audiobooks you can listen to for free, collected from Amazon and LibriVox. So that was a cool experience, becoming familiar with over 1,000 different books, because I'm working on projects right now on my website having to do with visualization of numbers in lots of different ways, with people, tribes, developing in bands to families to tribes to bands to clans to but just visual, like you have a picture of a crowd of people with 1,000 people, and then like a city of 1,000 people, and then just all together. Anyways, that's what I've been working on, and I haven't put it up on YouTube yet. I've been working on it for the last year, but when I put it up, it'll be cool. But I'm kind of working on a lot of things at the same time. But I finished the audiobook thing, and that went on forever. I finished the audiobook about like a week and a half ago or something like that, and then I started going on my personal website. So I separated the pages on my travel journal, and then I turned around and I looked at cycling, because I wanted to get into cycling next year. So I just started to make. See, when you're really high, you like get all these crazy ideas, and you make a page, and then you get like the outside, the like skeleton of it done, and then you go, holy shit, I have to make this page. So then you get the skeleton of this page done, and then you go, and so you keep making all these skeletons, and then you have to get back to them, and so I made a skeleton of bicycle levels page, levels of bicycle racers, and with all the data and stuff, and then Strava. I'm making a page of Strava, collecting all the Strava segments and the information and stuff about those. and then put that on my website. Because I'm going to incorporate Strava cycling with my videos, cycling videos, and listening to the audiobooks. Listening to audiobooks while riding a bike. They go perfectly together. Listening to audiobook and riding a bike. So having those together would motivate me to basically dedicate like the next at least 10 years of my life here in Boulder. I mean, I moved here at the perfect time. It's unbelievable. I moved here right before they legalized weed. Like right when they have like Google Earth and the Strava's coming up and bikes, like super badass bikes are now affordable. At the end of the year, what I'm hoping is that by the end of the summer of 2014, I will have paid my friend back. I owe my friend $7,000 and I owe credit card $800. And right now I have like $100 or something. So the idea is by the end of the year, I pay off all of my debts. I'm completely out of debt. And then I can go down to the bicycle village and I can get like $13,000 worth of bikes. I can get, like a $5,000 mountain bike, $5,000 road bike, and like a $3,000 cyclocross bike. And I don't have to pay, and like I probably have good enough credit so that they'll give me that much credit for it. Damn, my mouth is dry. And I don't have to pay interest for a whole year. So then I work the year after that, and I could probably pay all of that off before the interest even kicks in. And I'll have some badass bikes. But I'd like to try to ride this summer on my bikes that I have. But I don't know if I will. And if I don't know if I would buy new bikes. I might like hang off all that. And when I ride, get into shape on the bikes that I have. And then if one day I'm like, all right, fuck it, I wanted to do bikes, then I'll go and get the new bike. Now that would be stupid. I should just get the new bikes at the beginning. Anyways, because those new bikes are badass. And my road bike will probably break pretty soon. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then maybe even the next year after that, 2016, I won't have to work at all. I could make enough money off YouTube, and I'm also really good. See, I have a little bit of money trickling in, which is just about enough to live off of. Even now, in an apartment, it's cool. Like, I was living in a car because I thought it was cheaper, and I wouldn't have to work, and I could just spend all my whole time working on my timeline. But living in an apartment's not that bad. Like, my rent's not that bad. My rent's only $390 a month because my roommate splits it with me, and I own my apartment. I have to pay my brother's rent and homeowners. So, and that's pretty much the only money that I spent. Like, because I am so good at not spending money. Oh wait. I also spent like $20 on electricity and then internet. But my roommate splits all that with me. But I'm really good at not spending money. Like now, especially in the wintertime when I'm just holed up in my room all the time working, I was going like weeks at a time where all I was eating was oatmeal and a can of fruit and a scoop of protein powder for breakfast and rice and a can of vegetables for lunch and rice and a can of vegetables for dinner. And today I actually had a pizza, and I got a pizza a couple days ago, but before that I hadn't had pizza or anything other than that for like months, dude. Like, I can't even remember the last time. I go to my mom's house every once in a while and she feeds me, but that's like that's the variety of my diet. I haven't been really hanging out with my mom that much. I was helping her, driving her around because her arm was in the sling, but she can drive fine now. And she hasn't been bothering me, so I can just hang out here in my house and not spend anything and spend all of my time working and watching the grass grow. And experiencing a post-liberation world Is the battery in this going to die? Oh, cool, the battery's playing. Experiencing, yeah, marijuana being legal. I think it was like the last week of February, like 23rd of February. They, Terrapin Station on Canyon and Folsom started selling weed recreationally. And yeah, I went over to my mom's house, and like my brother was over there, and he was like, "Yo, yeah, dude, I heard like it's YouTube." And I was like, "What?" And I called him. I was like, "Oh," and so I went over there, and because you know, I've been looking forward to vlogging about this for a long time, like the experiences of what it's like to be high when you can smoke as much weed as you want, and it's like affordable, you know, like how much will you smoke? What will it be like? And what will the world be like? And what will everything be like? And so, yeah, there have been a couple of interesting things. So, well, the first time I went into Terrapin, there was a whole bunch of people. I had to wait like a half hour in the big waiting room. And one interesting thing about stoners, and I forgot to vlog about this when I talked about the very first time I got weed at the beginning of the year in Denver, is that when you get a bunch of stoners in a room together, dude, like you can tell it's stoners. It's not like normal people. And I wasn't so sure about that. And yeah, it's really interesting. Stoners are ratty, dude. Like they look like street people. When I was in Denver, yeah, I was like, whoa, like all these street people. I mean, it was Denver, but it was like just people with like old clothes, like stained clothes, hair like mine, you know, like they haven't had a haircut. Scraggly, you know, like me basically, like how I'm looking right now. You know, like gray colored clothing, like poor looking, and then the occasional like freaky looking person, you know what I mean? Like just eccentric person, just like, you know, you can just tell they're different. And then, you know, and then you got the occasional dude with the weird ass hair and stuff. And like this dude actually even made a comment. He was this normal guy, you know. He was in there and doesn't smoke weed, but he went in there to buy it, and he goes, "Damn, all these people look like street people." And I go, "Well, these are probably poor people who didn't have the money to get the doctor permission slip for the weed." But anyways, I was in Terrapin Station, and I was in all the stoners, and I noticed that, yeah, I mean, sitting in there in the Terrapin Station with 20 other stoners is like different from normal people when everybody's a stoner. Number one, everybody was totally quiet. Nobody said a single thing. Actually, that wasn't the first thing. The first thing was everybody was dressed in gray or black. Gray or black, really like baggy clothes, and just a really like laid back demeanor, like just like that. Everybody's just like that, and like hair not combed, like women with long hair that's not combed, like just kind of like that, you know, like they got them like that. But when you have all the people together like that, like I remember I had a very visceral sensation when I stepped into the room. I stepped in the room and I said to myself, "Whoa, I can understand how some people would be paranoid by stoners and freaked out maybe by stoners, because stoners kind of give off a eccentric vibe, which is similar to a square, is very similar to like a homeless person vibe, which scares people." And I mean, the same thing in Boulder. You got the dreadlock dude over here, the dude with the freaky eyes over there, and then like the old people. And it was funny because I went in, and then the second time I went there, I was all high, and like there's this bench, because it was all jammed. I wanted to sit down. There's this bench, and this old dude, and there's an area next to him, and there's this big purse next to bottom of the bench. And I sit down, and I tried to put my backpack like behind the purse, and I was gonna sit next to him. He's like, "No, but that's my wife's purse. She's just right there getting money." And I was like, "Oh." And he's like, it's funny. And then like, and I was in there and I dropped my ticket, and some dude's like, "Yo," and he points to my ticket, and I pick it up, and I'm like, and I looked at him, and he's like, you know, it's just funny, man. It's just funny being with a bunch of stoners, and they're probably high too. Dude, you know that the people who do weed, well, recreationally these days, but before, you know, medicinally and all that kind of stuff. Dude, once you're a stoner and you can get it legally, dude, there's no going back, man. Like, you're high all the time. You're only not high if you can't be high for a specific purpose. For example, today, I was trying to do math to figure out, I'm making different columns for like watts, speed, weight, all this kind of stuff, and I had to do math, and I was like, I think it was an hour, dude, today. I was trying to figure it out until I realized I'm not going to be able to do it while I'm high. I have to be stone cold sober to do that math stuff. And also, I can't bicycle. If I'm going to start mountain biking and stuff, I can't smoke weed at all. Because just a couple days ago, whatever, when the battery dies, I think it'll save by default, and then I'll just use the other camera. I was working, and my legs started hurting really bad because I sit on my couch with my leg up on the table, and my leg gets pinched on the side of the table. And so then and it hurts, and I was walking around the house, and my leg was really hurting even though I was walking around the house, and I was really tight, and I was like, this is fucked. I need to like get in shape. So I'm gonna ride my bike. So I rode the bike 25 miles, and then the next day I said, fuck it, let's ride 100 miles a day for a month, and I'll get in shape, and then I'll start riding outside, and I'll ride all the time. So I rode like 100 miles, and I rode 100 miles the next day, and then I rode 12 miles the next day. But I looked at my computer, which is in front of me, and I saw this page open that I was in. I said, you know, fuck this, I have to finish the page first, and then I'll ride. Wasn't I telling this in the context of something else? Oh yeah, but I noticed that I couldn't like right after I rode, if I'd smoke some hash, like my lungs would hurt, dude. My lungs would burn. So, you know, if you're gonna get your heart rate, you can't smoke weed and get your heart. I can't smoke weed and get my heart rate over 130. Just not gonna happen, dude. Because otherwise my lungs will just burn. But dude, I had an epiphany about weed and riding bikes the other day, which is amazing. I was riding the bicycle, and you know, I'm like really bad shape, obviously. So I'm riding the bicycle and I'm standing up, and my legs start burning really, really bad. Like, so then I sit down and I'm trying to pedal, and my legs are burning really, really bad. So I have to pedal really slow, because when I ride the trainer here, I only keep it on the highest gear. You know, so when I'm not strong, I'm pedaling like at 40 cadence. And so then I came up and I had like 5 or 10 hash hits. Oh, dude, I have a hash pen I forgot to talk about. So I have a 5 or 10 hash hits on my hash pen, and then I start riding, and I noticed that that I'm riding like this, and I can't feel my legs at all. And I realize it's because of the hash. I mean, it should go without saying. I mean, you know, people smoke weed for pain. Bicycling is painful. Therefore, you smoke weed to bicycle. You smoke weed so you don't feel the pain. So you go faster. Hashish under your tongue is a performance-enhancing drug for cyclists that is not dangerous to you. That won't give you a heart attack. If you in an amazing way, you know, and I don't think they'll ever make it illegal, so you absolutely have to be as high. I'm fucking blazed on hash if you're going to do a bicycle ride more than 6 hours or something like that, or even less, you know. The reason I say long is because, you know, that's when the pain really is something shorter than that. You just go as fast as you can, but pain really becomes an issue in longer rides, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's gonna be fun. So I want to find out exactly how expensively I can do this. Dude was saying maybe like $2 worth a day, or in the morning, $2 at night, $4 a day worth, and you can stay blazed. And he was doing it like that, and he's a heavyweight. And you know, that's a lot of milligrams. 1,000 milligrams for $30. So you take, say this thing was filled up to 100. $30 or whatever. So 100 milligrams is 1/10. So, okay, 25 milligrams. That's a quarter of a cookie, which is enough to get you fucked up. That's 1/40th of this, which is less than $1. Okay? So for $4 a day, you're doing more than 100 milligrams of fucking THC in your system. That's a lot. So, yeah, dude, affordable. And so I'm just tripping out over the fact that I live in Boulder, which is like mountain bike central, best mountain biking, with all the Strava, with all the best riders in the world, with all the making more zones than shit all over to motivate you, comparing yourself to hundreds of people. And it's a place that you can get weed legally and affordably. I mean, and it all happened right now, right when I moved here. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I reorganized my room. Here, I'll give a demonstration. Actually, it's here. I'll do it after the next one. I'll do it. It's kind of messy. I'll let the battery die and then. Then we'll do a demo of the room. So, I reorganized my room. My bicycle was there, and I just liberalized the bicycle. Oops. I just moved the bicycle away from there, and I made it moving forth next to there, all those people, because it goes towards the north. And I think sleeping with your head towards the north is better. And so my head's towards the north. I'm riding the bicycle towards the north. I got pictures of like athletes and stuff motivate me on the pegboards. And also when I'm sleeping in my bed. Oh shit, you can't see it. But when I'm sleeping in my bed, I can see the Flatirons, boom, right there. So I can wake up and watch the sunshine hit the Flatirons and get the super Flatiron beam rays. You know how you get moonbeam ray powers from the full moon? Well, I can get that from the Flatirons now. And plus, I can, I guess, watch movies from my bed, right? Well, however, I haven't done that yet. Oh, and I have that thing which I can get my thingy off, or stuff off, you know, from the, like my hash and stuff from above me. Here's my little guys. And what else? Hey, little guy, wake up! Hey, there you are. Yeah, I probably should have woken him up. I'll do a video of them. I filmed him peeling himself the other day. So, yeah, so, what else about the weed? The store that I go in has got all sorts of weed in there, man. They've got candies, they have, what else? Cookies, oh, my hash pin. Damn it, dude. Just a second, I'll be right back. Damn it, my hash pin. Alright, dude. Well, that's fucked up. Alright. Yeah, my hash pin is gone, dude. Another dimension. I don't know where it is. But this is the charger for it. You USB charge it, and then it has this like hash and that you buy in these little syringes that are smaller than this, and they're like $45, but it's a different kind of, it's more pure oil than this. And you inject it in, and then you push a button and it vaporizes it and you inhale it. And it gets you really stoned. It's not as good of a high as marijuana, and it makes you stupider, but you get used to it. The whole thing about making you dumb, short-term memory, is you get desensitized to it, and you get smart again. You're never going to get good at math, but short-term memory, you can have a handle on short-term memory, man. And like I do web work and my website just fine. Also, the low blood sugar thing, you can get a handle of that. You know, when I rode 100 miles a day for 2 days in a row the other day, I was drinking lots of orange juice. I was drinking like 3 liters of orange juice a day. Instead of water, I was drinking orange juice. Those big things. I was just and that kept the blood sugar up. And yeah, I think you can get desensitized to it. You can eat it, and it doesn't have to, you know, suck the blood sugar out of you. And the hash just all it does is take the pain away so that you can fucking be a machine, basically. It's amazing. But anyways, about the cycling, I'm not going to do any riding this summer, though. I'm going to bust my butt until the end of April, and then I'll start working again beginning of May. I did work a couple of days this winter, washing windows, and I work for my mom a few times, but I was just working on the website, so I'm going to be doing that next month. And then next summer, I'm just going to come home, work on the website, personal website, just tying up all the loose ends. And then that's when, get a balanced life together so that I can have a routine where I'm riding the bicycle and listening to the audiobooks, and then coming home and doing like a video about the audiobook that I listened to, and then maybe doing a request video or another video I talk about in my vlog, and maybe even news, and do the same thing every day so that I'm living a balanced life and I'm writing and I'm doing everything. I'm hoping to get around to be able to do that maybe by the end of the summer. Because when I'm working, I have plenty of exercise. I ride my bike to work, I'm climbing up and down ladders all day, I come home, so I don't need to do any more, so then I work on the computer. And I can do the videos, whatever. But then when I stop working through the winter, that's when I want to start to have my own, so like at the beginning of January, halfway through December of 2014 is when I'm going to not work, be in my room all day long, and work, have that balanced life thing where I'm riding the bike on the rollers. And I guess when it's nice out, go on a run or something. But and then next summer, then I'll be writing and stuff. But this summer I think I'm just gonna work, because when I'm done with my personal website, I'll probably want to make the timeline explanation page. And once I make the timeline explanation page, then then I can have a balanced life. Oh yeah, and then I might ask Foundation to give me money so I don't have to work, and then that can be my job, working on my timeline, like 4 hours a day in the morning on the rollers, because that's a good thing to do. The timeline is great to do on the rollers. That would be great one of my life goals is to get strong so that I can ride like 100 miles a day on the rollers and work at the same time with mindless work. I think it's possible. You can't do work that you have to concentrate a lot because you just stop pedaling. But the timeline work is perfect mindless work that I can ride, and if you're strong. And so that's what I want to try to do this next winter, the winter of 2014, 2015, is just ride on the rollers all winter long, work on the timeline. And then so on, that can be the actual bicycling for 2015 and have the balanced life. So anyways, I haven't read any of my comments. Checking the battery. And I'm not going to read the comments on this video. I uploaded a video on the 16th of January. I didn't even read the comments. I did see when I uploaded the video, I saw how many, oh no, I had to check out a video, one of my videos, and so I had to see how many the subscribers I had. And I had 4,055 subscribers. I went from like 3,700 subscribers to 4,055 in like a month or two because I stopped making videos. When I stop making videos, my subscribers goes up because people think that I'm one of these one-track minded people, and I make the same video about everything else, So when I'm making lots of videos, they see that I'm making lots of videos and then they unsubscribe. But I'm not going to see how many subscribers I have or read my comment here or anything. I want to keep my mind completely away from... Like I read Buiko once, watched his video and read the comments, and so now I have to have the idea, those people's thoughts about me and stuff, like polluting me in my head. But it's only a couple of people, so. But see, that's kind of the world I'm in right now, in my own little world, where I'm just watching my website grow. And I'm being very, very creative. It's really cool, man. When it all ties together, it's going to be really cool. That's why it's worth it to me to work so much on it, And that's why I know it's going to take the rest of the year to finish it. But I know it's going to be worth it by the end of the year because I can tie lots of stuff together in a way that I don't want to describe right now, but it's really cool. Because I'm coming up with a cool design of how to display lots of information in a very a simple way. Like I have in the little box up here, you click on it and then it opens up these, and you click on it and makes it up. What do you call it? Like power of 10, Like I even have it on my website, power of 10, where you look at something and then it makes it 10 times bigger and then it makes it 10 times zooming in and zooming out. Well, I have a zoom in, zoom out quality to my website. and I think it works really cool. And I'm gonna describe how it, how it can really condense information, just jam pack it in a really beautiful and simple way. But so that's what I've been up to. And I think that's about all I mean, I have some other things to talk about having to do with weed, but I could probably talk about those later. I've talked long enough. And the battery's, oh shit, the battery's about to die. Okay, peace out.